What's going on, everyone? I am here with a very good friend of mine. I've known Braden now for a couple years, and he not only is a phenomenal developer, someone that I genuinely like as a human being, but also he is one of the admin and organizers for Commit Your Code. And we were talking about doing a complete overhaul of the Commit Your Code website. And so we really liked the design of last year, but we kind of wanted to do something else and take it in a different direction, essentially. And I'm kind of geeking out about it. I like it. And so not only did Braden kind of lead the charge on trying to create this new design, because I'll admit, I could barely match the color scheme of my clothes, much less the color scheme of a website. Braden, on the other hand, if you check out his personal website or all of these other websites, he loves design. He comes up with some really funky, cool stuff. And we definitely went back and forth, multiple iterations, and he was just determined to do something that would really wow the community. And I feel like we kind of did it with this, and I really, really like it a lot. And so we're going to kind of start, I guess, showing the design a little bit, kind of talking through ideas, but we're going to rebuild the entire Commit Your Code website in Next.js. And I think once this website is being pretty much done going live and being built, we'll finally put tickets on sale. So it's definitely not going to be today. We're not going to finish the whole thing today, but I do think we can show like Next.js best practices and things like that, and all that good stuff. But also tomorrow, if you're not, well, tomorrow meaning the 19th of March, I'm doing a live stream with Mark, who is one of the engineers at this.labs, and we're going to be actually highlighting and talking about the Doge hack. And how if they use some very smart and basic Next.js practices, a lot of the hack could have been prevented because a lot of the reasons why they were left exposed was because of things that were already part of the box that they honestly just forgot to include. And so it's a good learning moment for everybody. But regardless of that, that's tomorrow. Today, let's start getting down to business. Bray, you want to kind of introduce yourself, maybe give some folks some context, and then walk us through what it is that we're going to do?
Sure, yeah. So super excited to do this tonight. We'll see how far we get, like Danny said. But I'm Braden. I'm a senior front-end engineer at Logic Gate. And like Danny mentioned, an admin and co-organizer of the Commit Your Code conference. I don't know. We're excited to do this, man. We've got a really cool design. And we're just going to power through and see how much we can get done tonight. We don't have anything planned, right? We're just going to kind of go in, riff off of each other, and have a good time. So if you're down for that, feel free to join us as we go along. So first things first, we're going to create a new repository. Let's go. What do you want to call this, Danny? Like CYC website or something?
Probably CYC 25. Are we going to change it next year? I don't know.
We might. Do you want a new repo for each year, or should we have it just be a separate
Probably
branch?
As like a source of truth. To be honest, that was one thing that I kind of regretted. I still have them in the CMS, but I did regret like already pulling down speakers from CYC 24. And I was like, oh, it'd probably be good to keep like, I guess, a historical record of like 2024 speakers, 2025, 2026, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Does that need to be its own repo though, or can we just have it be different branches? Like if we...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Okay.
So CYC website. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. We'll keep this private for now. We'll add a README.
Richard.
Yo, what's up, Richard? License, we don't need anything. Do we want to add a git ignore? Is there a Next.js? I don't think so. That's fine. We'll add a git ignore later.
Sweet. We can always adjust this.
Let's pull this in.
Are we keeping it private?
I said it's a private now. I mean, we could make this public whenever.
I figured, yeah.
All right, let's pull this in. Where did my terminal go? Hello?
Is Braden coding in the dark? Yeah, I don't know what's up with Braden's light. It was light earlier, and like now it's just
but that's because
it's because you're using browser window. Okay.
Who
Okay.
made GitHub in dark mode? Gosh,
Uh,
that's not my fault, right?
uh,
I'll keep
yeah.
Figma up for a minute while I calm this down. You guys
DeJour Ford. What's up, Danny? What's up, Braden? What's
see
up,
that?
DeJour? How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us. We're doing a whole Next.js rebuild, so I think this is going to be an interesting one. Alex Ball, hola, Alex. What's going on with you? How are you doing? And I guess we're getting ready for those that just joined. I see a lot of people just popped in out of nowhere, so thanks for hanging out with everybody. To give some context, if you didn't go back a couple minutes, we are rebuilding the Commit Your Code website, and we're definitely going to have like a walkthrough through the design, maybe some reasoning and choices and things like that. But really, really cool overall. And we're using Cursor. Interesting.
Using Cursor.
I'm all
Any
for
Cursor
it.
fans? Maybe no.
You know, I've gone back and forth. I'm dabbling with a lot of IDEs because I want to fully understand how it's being utilized. And to be completely honest with you, Cursor has its pros and cons. But when I was having a conversation yesterday with somebody where it's like we need to use something like a memory bank where it like kind of puts all these extra rules and kind of like extra context to kind of keep things very focused. And the main reason why is there are issues where maybe you don't want it to change certain things, but it will change multiple things. And so adding context into that memory bank, especially like system flow and like flowcharts, has been like a game changer in keeping it very focused. And I will say I have been dabbling a lot with like Roo code. And so the idea being I can bring my own API from any LLM that I want to, any tool, and kind of use that as the agent instead of any IDE. But I have been messing with the windsurfs, the cursors, all that good stuff. Matter of fact, I was actually dabbling on something earlier with windsurf, testing it out, and I like it. I can see some of the argument where people are like, oh, maybe non-production developers are using windsurf. I totally see the other side. Especially they just released Windsurf 5. That's pretty good. So yeah.
What's the difference
Andrew.
What's the difference between Windsurf and Cursor? Because I've been using Cursor, but I haven't really touched Windsurf at all.
Yeah, I like. There are aspects about Windsurf that I like a lot more than Cursor. There are certain aspects of Cursor that I like a little bit more than Windsurf. With Windsurf 5, I haven't fully tested everything new that has come out in regards to its packaging, but I do like the agent that it utilizes. I do like the human feedback loop where it's constantly asking me if I want to implement something or not. So I like that aspect. I do like the aspect where it will not just burn tokens. And so I'll prompt it like continue this train of thought or let's change and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I like that a lot.
Does it have like one of the things with Cursor right now is like if your response gets too long, like it'll cut itself off. And like sometimes when you say continue, sometimes it does a good job about like picking up where it left off. Sometimes it doesn't. I think like if you use Claude, like on their web app, or I don't know if it works in their desktop app, but it does a really good job about like if it hits that limit and you press continue, it does a really good job of picking up where it left off and giving you like a single like output. So I'd be interested to know if it does that.
Windsurf has a very similar response. Now, I will say, regardless of LLM tooling, I have found the continue to work really well no matter which model it is. But I will say I am, and I know some people may think it's a hot take, I am somewhat pro DeepSeek.
Oh, okay.
And so I get to use that with Windsurf, and I use it with Row Code when it first came out because no tool had it. That was actually my introduction into Row Code, and Klein. But
dang. Okay, that's cool.
You want to zoom in a little bit on the stream? It's pretty
zoom in,
small.
and I'm trying to fix my lighting here. I don't know if that's any better or not. Maybe. Yeah, let me zoom in. How's that? Is that any better?
I'm gonna wait till I see it on the stream to see. I'm judging it based off of that. Yeah, way better.
Sweet. Okay, so We generated a new Next.js project. I think we're using, was it Next.js 15?
Yeah. Based on the package.json.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? React next. Okay, there's
50.2.3. Yeah.
Yep, and we're using Tailwind, of course, because
Of
we're not
course.
animals. Goodness gracious. We'll use Tailwind 4. This will be a lot of fun because I haven't had an opportunity to use Tailwind 4 yet. Which means we'll be able to, what we'll probably do tonight is start to define our design system. Normally we would do that in our Tailwind config.js file. But psych, Tailwind 4 is like, nah, we're not doing that. And they migrated everything to your global CSS file, which is a huge W, in my opinion.
I agree.
Because now we can define things like CSS variables and define our colors, fonts, spacing, all of that here instead of having to use a JavaScript file. So let me see. We have a README here. Let's swap back over. Okay, so I have this up and running. What I probably want to do is get rid of all of the junk that comes with default here. So we're going to take all of this and we're going to axe it. And we'll probably just do something here like BG white. Where's our layout? Here's our layout. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Okay, right.
Well, test is showing at the top, but I think your universal root is still black. That's why.
You think what?
You're in the root file, global CSS. The root is black, so
I don't know if are we referencing this anywhere? Root
at media
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull up Figma as well. So I think what we should probably start doing is defining some of our colors and maybe even fonts. We'll spend a little bit of time doing that, and then I think we just start diving into the markup and see where we can go. So I've defined over here, and I know this is hard to see, and I'll be honest, I don't know how to zoom in Figma. So you guys are on your own, but I have a bunch of different colors over here that we're using in our project. So we'll start to define that in our global CSS. Now, because we're using Tailwind v4, where are our colors? Here we go, theme variables. We can define our own colors in the theme layer, which is what they're doing here. And they're using the new color space, OKLCH, which I love, but I don't know if we're going to do today. I think that's fine. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do blue 500 first. This is kind of our primary color. And the question is now, because Tailwind ships with a blue palette, we can overwrite it, but I'm trying to remember how to do that. Let's see, colors, customize, overriding default colors. Here we go. Okay, so it's literally as easy as using the color variable name in the theme layer and then doing that. So let's try this just as a test. Let's go back. Let's change. Let's do this. Let's get rid of this and this. And now, okay, now everything's white. And here, we'll change this to blue 500. Okay.
That works.
And let's also do, will height full pull it? No. Let's go back to here and let's grab this. I just want to see if we can see the visual change. Now, did I grab this color from Tailwind? So blue 500. They're using the OKLCH color space. I don't want to. So we're going to say color blue 500. Okay, and is that how they define it in their docs? Dash color dash gray dash 500.
500. Yeah.
Dash color dash blue dash 500. Sweet. I'd be curious to know if we have to use like RGBA, or if we can just go ahead and use this 2B7FFF 2B7FFF. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so let's just quickly go and update a bunch of these. So I'm going to try and pull this over here, and I'll pull up, we're using cursor, left half. We can keep that there. Okay. Next we have blue 950. 950. And this is going to be this. We have blue 1000, which I don't think is included in the default color palette that ships with V4. We only go up to 950 as far as the shades. And then we have a blue 300. So we'll grab this 300. Okay, so now if we come over here and we change this to 300, sweet, that looks about right. Okay, that's really nice. That's so much easier than what we were doing. I don't think we're gonna keep any of this. Let's just comment it out for now. Sweet. And here's our layout. We don't really need this yet, but we'll keep it. Commit your code conference. And for the description, let's just go over to Figma and grab this little blurb, this little copy. And we'll put that there. That looks good. So here they're defining their variables, and it looks like they're pulling from the global variable here. And then I think they use this in the class name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't necessarily know. I don't know if I even like that approach, to be honest, but
using the font like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be curious to know what the recommended way is in Tailwind 4. Fonts. Whoops. Font weight. Font variant. Font family. Using a custom value. Font open sans. This looks like their variable. Basic example. Okay. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I figured it would go through like a theme or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting it on like the layout page and passing it through as a variable seems kind of weird to me.
I wonder if it's because they're calling it like Geist Mono and Geist Sans rather than like like font serif or font sans, which is native, I think, right? So
vibe coding in the darkness.
Bro, okay. Hold on, let me get a light. I'm not gonna hear the end of it. Let's put this here or something. That doesn't help at all. That's fine. Let me change it. Hold on. You guys are something else. You sound like, you know how your mom back in the day used to come and you'd be like,
you're gonna go blind.
Yeah. You're gonna go blind. All right. If that's not any better, I don't know what to tell you.
We gotta work on it.
Yeah, man. It's
Oh, that's
the new
funny.
setup.
Braden is
You guys are
darkness. Braden
hilarious.
is Batman.
Hey, look, if you're not
I am
if
vengeance.
you're not a
That's
fan of dark
hilarious.
theme, this isn't the stream for you. Make that a little brighter.
Y'all are hilarious. Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Okay. Something else. Okay. What other?
See, I see donations going towards lights for Braden.
That's crazy. There's no way.
Oh
Oh
all
my
right,
god.
that's the one for the night. Oh my god, that's funny.
Make sure to grab your tickets so I can get some lights. Gosh dang. 950.
Oh my god, this is gonna be our theme now. Every time we stream, the darkness messages are coming through. Some nearly adopted dark theme. You were born in the dark.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious. Y'all are crazy.
900. I'm just trying to shut it out now. I'm just going all in. 800.
Let's see.
And do we have a 700? We do.
We do. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see here.
And then we have blue. Okay, I think that's all the colors that at least I've defined. Sweet. What font is this again? This is Helvetica. Sweet. Okay. Well,
I like it.
we are probably.
The real interesting part is going to be working in all the fading top and bottom over and over again. Not necessarily top and bottom, but the ones from left to right as well.
Did you see what Adam posted today?
I saw the masking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that's super cool, by the way.
That would come in handy here, just saying.
Yeah, literally. It's funny because when I saw, I was like, I got a use case.
Yeah.
But even it seemed like he wasn't fully fleshed out. Like this is done yet.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just trying to iterate on the API and see how he wants to ship it. I played around with the Tailwind Play link, and I thought it was great. I thought it was really straightforward. So, all right, BG white. Now, if I change this to Sky 700, what happens? Excellent. Okay, so that means we're going to change this to BG white. Let me move this left half, right half. Okay. And I'm going to make this small. Okay. So let's get into it.
Yeah, we need to start
Let's go ahead and add an H1. We'll call this commit 25. Yeah. And how big is this? This is 244. 244 px. I'm not a big fan of using arbitrary values.
Yes, agreed.
But you got to do what you got to do. Just kidding. We could define this in our global CSS if we want to, but
I mean, would rolling it up to 250 not just make sense? Or isn't it like better if we just use the Tailwind classes for height in that regard?
For what do you mean by height? Do you mean like line height?
Not line height, but like there's specific values in that regard. Hold on. But there isn't one specifically in like 250-ish.
Yeah. We'd have to create our own. We'd have to define our own.
I mean, we could do, isn't it like H80 would be that, or H64?
Height 60. Are you looking at the actual height of this element?
I'm looking at a round version of it, so that way we could use a predefined value besides like being so explicit. Mainly because I'm thinking of like responsive on other screen sizes. Unless our goal is to like hide this completely on smaller screens.
The
The
H1?
25. Yeah.
No. I mean, I think we don't want to define a height for it necessarily, right? We want to define the font size, and then that's what we're going to change as we.
I got it. I thought you were doing it via height. Okay, got
I
it.
got
Sorry.
you. No. Sorry, I was talking about the font size over here.
Got it.
244. Yep, my bad. We are using a linear gradient here from, I think this is blue 1000 to blue like 900 maybe. For now, I just put this as blue 1000, and we're gonna add some markup first, and then we'll get the layout right. So let's add an H2, and that is going to be, actually this might be, we'll leave it as an H2 for now. Cool. And then this is going to be 24. So class name text 2XL. That'll give us 24.
Yep.
Line height, leading, or line. Is it leading? Is that the tailwind name for line height? Yeah, it's leading. Line height is set to 110%. Let's see how leading relaxed looks. Okay, and then we're going to have these 3 bits of information here. So we're probably going to want to have a div. We're going to have span dates.
We got to change those dates though. It's 25, 26, not 26, 27. Yeah.
I don't know who made that mistake. Gosh. September 25 through 26, 2025. Sweet. Location. Actually, before I do this, let me do this. Uppercase, we're going to do text blue. I think this is 500.
500. Is it? Yeah, it is. 2B7FF.
Okay. And then we have...
The live stream is a bit unclear.
Font medium. Text.
Do you want to zoom in one stage on the editor? It does look blurry on the screen.
Zoom in on the editor?
Yeah. Just like, sure. I think one zoom will fix it.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Cool. And then for this, we need...
Yeah.
This is almost the exact same thing. So we're going to say font medium, text, LG is large. No, base. We'll leave the line height. We'll leave the typography, the font family for now. One thing we could do to just refactor, since both of these are using font medium, we can bring that up here.
That's exactly what I was just about to say.
All right, what does that look like? Not bad.
I mean, both would be using the same color as well. Why not just put that text blue 500 up there?
This is text.
Oh! I thought you were doing location and.
My bad.
No, it's me.
So this one will be location. Sweet. And then the last one here. And then we'll probably wrap all of this in another div. Format, live and online. Cool. And that should give us something that looks like this. Excellent.
Yes.
And then just to, what I might do is actually bring this over. And that way we can just swap between the two. Okay. So let's take all of these. We know that these need to be in their own div because we have to, well, maybe not actually. We actually might want all of this in a div, and we could do flex, and it's not gonna, the spacing is not gonna be perfect, but now we have the things kind of on the same line. Okay, we'll come back, we'll fix that later. Let's go down to we could theoretically, if we want to, wrap this in a section. We could wrap this in a new section. This will be, we'll come back and do the photos later.
Yeah.
But let's get
this
this
is
stuff down.
Yeah. And we
This is
may
actually
even
gonna
change
be
the photos.
very similar. Actually, I'm going to copy this. 500 plus.
That text is probably XL in size.
This, oh, this is going to be huge. Yeah, 64. This is going to be like text 4XL, 6XL.
6? Yeah.
Let's see how that looks. We might want to change that. That's blue 500. This
Copy
is
it 4 times and drop it.
LG. What is G? That's
No.
XL.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's blue 950. Sweet. And we'll grab.
Honestly, I would just copy and paste that 3 times and just change it afterwards.
Okay. 04. Branches.
I love the whole branches. Oh, I forgot the comments were still going. My bad. See, I start getting tunnel vision. I forget about all y'all. I apologize.
What happened? What happened?
I've completely neglected the side for a second because I was just so focused for a moment. Ryan Furr. Oh shoot! Look who it is. Ryan is here. Alex Ball is here. For those that are just coming in, good job getting Braden on stream again. Braden, to be honest, he wants to always stream, right? We just need to keep supporting him. So anytime y'all see him stream, show support, and he will stream way more and way more frequently.
Right. I definitely need lights though, apparently. So
yeah, definitely need lights. I ain't gonna lie. The community has spoken in regards to the lights.
Oh gosh. That's
Salt and Burn, Chris DeMars, the man himself, the part of the reason and motivation why we're even doing this thing again, y'all. Shout out to Chris, one of my favorite people around right now. Where is Braden's account? Braden, where do you stream? The folks want to know.
I will stream on YouTube, and I was streaming on Twitter/X, but then they changed that, I think, recently.
No, right now we're streaming to Twitter, LinkedIn.
You have to have a premium account, I think.
Oh, well, I'll subscribe and offset your premium cost.
There you go.
There
you go.
Yeah, let me find his channel. I'll share it in the chat.
Yeah,
everybody. Izzy, what's going on, man? Love the stream before going to sleep. Yeah, I know you're in East Coast. It's 10 already.
Oh, dang.
Lat Dior. What channel name? On Twitter, he is
at Braden Coyer on Twitter.
Yeah. And so
Medium.
I should probably drop this. So on Twitter, he's at Braden Coyer. It's in all destinations. And then on YouTube, are you at Braden Coyer on YouTube?
I think so.
Let's see.
You might need to check.
Yeah, I got it. It's Braden Coyer and some numeric values.
Nice.
So Braden Coyer there. And this is his YouTube. Y'all go show him some love and all that. Yeah, Chris DeMars, let's fucking go. If y'all aren't following Chris and you're on Twitter, highly recommend it. Dude's awesome, knows his stuff. He was definitely you could tell people liked his talk because he gave them a call to action afterwards and they followed up. So I'll be honest, before the end of the conference, I think we were all of the same mind that it was only going to be one time, and the man killed it in that room so much that the people that were in there came to me to let me know we have to do it again. So this is part of the whole motivation for this. I'm not gonna lie. I will absolutely say unequivocally, he's a very large factor to why we're doing this conference again. But I'll be honest, the buzz has been bigger this year. People have already bought flights, and we haven't even put tickets on sale yet. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very nervous. And it looks like we're gonna have around 104-ish speakers. So preach. Hey, brother, we appreciate you, man. Seriously, you have no idea. I talk about you a lot, man, in a good way compared to how I talk about Braden behind closed doors. So
He's talking about my lighting all the time.
no.
Crazy.
This chat has me beat. I promise you. The jokes they've come out with, I have never thought
What's
about or
crazy,
heard.
I can't confirm or deny this. I don't even see that window. So who knows if Danny's making this up or not?
Oh, I'm putting it on the screen, so we're all laughing together.
Oh,
They know.
gosh.
Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I definitely think so. I think the speakers that we have that have applied are incredible, but a lot of executives from like some big name organizations are coming out to show love, and I really, really hope that we bring enough employers that people can walk out of there with some jobs. Like, but even on top of that, we've been inviting companies to like send their teams, and the feedback has been really good. So I'm really looking forward to that. D Thompson Dev found you from Backend Banner. You know, that was a fun podcast. I'll always support Lane. I like Lane a lot, and so I'm really, really happy about that. To be honest, the feedback from the episode has been pretty good. We didn't really prepare anything, so I'm kind of happy with the direction that it went. Chat never loses. That is true, Jeff. That is true. If you need a troll, just holler. Hey, Rich. I'll be speaking there again. This is an actual fact. He is without a doubt one of the first speakers that was accepted because he found out at the event he was the reason why we're doing this. So I had to accept him by default. He's the reason why we're doing it again. Zamana Pierre. Oh, what's going on, sir? Chris always elevates the game when he steps into a conference. I agree with that. He really, really comes alive. Oh Lord, Ryan Furr. Hope she doesn't. What? Oh, Roxy isn't here, so things are slightly less chaotic. Brother, I just screenshotted that. I'm tagging her in Discord. This is over with. This is over with. She'd kill me if she saw I misspelled her name. She about to see.
Oh, that's crazy, Ryan. that's you're in trouble, buddy.
That's hilarious.
Breakfast with Ryan? No more. No more,
man.
buddy.
Y'all hitting the fields. Chris, you're a force, man. I appreciate you. I'm sending.
Oh.
Let's see. It's called out on the stream. So she is going to watch this back and send you a nasty ground tomorrow. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. I will say, in all fairness, I did snitch. And so just to watch the chat burn. But waiting on that CFP acceptance, I could definitely see why. Thank you. To be honest, we just started going through the list. We had 419 people apply. So we're trying to wade through all that. Yeah, I mean, especially because we didn't have like a very long CFP period. So I'm pretty happy about the responses. To be honest, I didn't know I had bad CFP etiquette in regards to the acceptance thing. And I got called out on it in a good way. But it was like a learning moment for sure. I was just accepting them as I saw them. And shout out to Henri Helvetica. He basically said, so you're saying that you're accepting the talks that are first to reach you, that hear about it, but not necessarily the best for the audience. Because if another talk comes that you've already accepted on the subject, you've denied the audience a better talk simply because of speed. And it's like, damn, I definitely didn't think about it like that. That's a definite different reason to look at it. So I said, you know what? I literally in that DM, not even DM, but Twitter comment thread, I said, I'm changing that entire approach now. That's completely going to be different. Are you centering a div in public? You know what? If you look at the screen right now, not too much is centered
Not
as of yet.
yet.
So
Not yet. We're just getting the
it's gonna
markup
happen.
in.
Hang on to your
Just getting the,
seats.
yeah. Hold on. Subscribe for more.
Oh,
This is
Dom,
gonna be a
Dom, what's going on?
link.
Hey, gang. What's going on, Dom? How are you? Danny, your voice has gone roboty.
Ooh.
Sounds like a technical term. You sure it's not your internet, bro? Hold on. I don't know. I just listened to the live stream. Sounds good to me. Really good. Got some good news in the pipeline. Let's go. Don't reveal it though. I will be honest. I am very superstitious in that regard. And so I always say don't let anything publicly be known until you've got it like signed, sealed, and delivered. Like for almost every job I've ever worked at, it's never announced until like day one. The only exception was this role because they guaranteed me up, down. I mean, I got it at Render, right? I had several companies that I was talking to, and this opportunity literally came to me because I was at Render. And fun fact, they approached me about this position 5 minutes before I went on stage to give my talk. And I was like, I can't have this conversation right now. Like, not right now.
That's crazy for your mental.
And I'm on stage thinking about like, what were we just about to talk about? I had to walk away.
That's hilarious.
Uh-oh. So this is where the cool kids are hanging out. Hey, everyone. Hey. The cool kids are hanging out here. Jeff, I was about to say it works on my machine. There you go. That's funny. I see the comment that led to this. Walter stealing bandwidth in Ryan's house. That's why it sounded robotic. And no bad, man. It's all good. It's all good vibes. We're just hanging out. Honestly, I feel like I'm having too much fun and I may be distracting, so I apologize now. Gosh. I'm trying to get this pushed up so I can start contributing and like making some components and stuff. The pictures, some are really great and some are like, we didn't have another photo of this person, so we threw anything in there. Waiting 90 days after start date? What? That's crazy work.
90 days to announce a position?
I announce it as soon as I get the laptop. They're not taking it back after that. Is someone eating something? I am. Literally me. I just ate it on camera.
Talk about being distracting. Goodness.
To be honest, I haven't eaten since like 11 a.m. And I've just been on calls back to back to back. Yeah. And so what we aren't seeing is Danny doing all the coding and Braden strategically is in the... I mean, this is how I code. I run my mouth the whole time. Oh, yes. Day one it is. So yeah, as soon as you hit day one and you're in there, you're good at that point. But if this is a job opportunity, then brother, congratulations. I am proud of you because I know you put in a ton of work. Chris DeMars, I'm going to split ski. Y'all have fun. I'm going to continue drinking. I wish I was joining you right now. Y'all, if you have not already, please go follow Chris. He deserves it. He's wealth of knowledge. And if you're looking to grow, not just as a developer, but as a person in the community, definitely a good person to get advice from. Highly recommend it.
See you DeMars.
Danny, you speech to text to code. You know, I did try this because I saw the whole vibe coding thing going viral. I hated that shit. I hated it so much. It was such a miserable experience. Follow your boy. Yes, sir.
There we go. I'm checking in on the chat. I'm checking in.
It was a miserable experience trying to do the whole voice to chat and get actual code. I think the only way it works is if like you're just giving your LLM commands. But I did it because especially at this dot, we're doing a ton of like stuff in AI. So it's almost like every little thing we're experimenting just so that way if a client asks about it, we can share insight. But that experience went exactly the way that I thought it was going to go as far as like talking to type code. not the way. You know what I just realized too? Ryan, you're not even in this year's cohort, are you? Not year, but this first cohort of the year. No, sir. Yep, I didn't think so. Chris's X profile. I'll share it. Give me 1 second. He's a good dude. I just shared the link.
Nice.
Nice. This is looking a lot better.
All right, we're making a little bit of progress. So I figured we'd worried about all the fonts and stuff on a different stream. Let's just get to some of the layout stuff. We have most of the content laid out now. All the different sections. I created a little, mock little component speaker card, which that'll need to be its own component eventually. But for now, I just added a little placeholder.
Can I ask, can you walk through some of the design decisions? Because I'm trying to really understand, number one, how you thought about it, but number two, why did you take that approach?
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
You're good. So I think a lot of it came from the design of trying to figure out what our logo was going to be. Last year, we kind of went with a lot of like the DSD, thing. I mean, we had 3 months, right? We put on commit your code 24 in 12 weeks, or maybe even a little less. So we were like, we had to focus on what was important. This year we have a little bit more time. So a lot of it was trying to figure out, what does the commit your code conference logo look like? And that kind of helped me think about like what we want the vibe and the aesthetic of the conference to be. And then it was just a lot of like looking around, seeing what other conferences are doing, and trying to figure out like what we want the structure to be. I'm a big fan right now of like this large typeface kind of design aesthetic. So this is definitely what kind of came first, is the whole commit like 25. This is the 2025 commit your code conference. Next year maybe it'll be 26. Maybe we'll change what this is, but this was really the first central piece of design that came together. And then I started to think about what the conference is, what's at the heart of the conference, community, and where it's at, and charity. And that kind of led me down a few different paths to ultimately putting the Dallas skyline as kind of the background to kind of cement the whole idea of where this is taking place. You're good, Mo.
Ryan Furr gave one piece of advice.
Yeah.
Hey, Braden, max W 5XL is equal to 1024 pixels rather than using one off.
5XL?
That's according to Ryan.
My man, coming in.
Nice. That's why I love live stream coding, man. Taking this as a learning opportunity. There was a person the whole time. Yep. Question came in. Do you think AI assistants have elevated how developers feel about working with frameworks like Next.js? Why not? I mean, I think it sometimes builds confidence where confidence shouldn't be, and it definitely builds confidence where it should be as well. So I'm all for it. I think, to be honest, at the very least, it can explain and walk through code that someone doesn't understand if they use it as the right tool.
Yeah, I was watching a stream that Jason was putting on this morning. If you guys watch the Learn with Jason's show, and there was a question that came up about AI, and his kind of stance was like he likes to use it for learning as almost kind of like a pair programmer when you don't have that option, but would hope that it's not a replacement for seeking out those opportunities to actually pair with somebody, whether that's through Zoom or if you work in person, trying to get that as well. But primarily using it as like a learning experience, as like a personal tutor, instead of like spitting out code for you that you're going to use to try and understand, okay, what is this actually doing, and then taking what you learned from AI and applying it yourself. But everybody's
Oh
talking
yeah.
about it now, right?
I
As
mean,
far as
yeah.
like how it's going to affect the day to day.
I'll definitely tell you that prime example. We have the cohort going on. One of the aspects of some of the projects, and for those that don't have context, the cohort is a program where we have like around 120 developers. This is the largest cohort we've ever done. And it's completely free. We don't monetize it in any way, shape, or form. But essentially, the idea is for 6 weeks, they're building projects being led by professional software developers in the industry. And the ultimate hope is that they're building projects of such substance that as they're networking or talking about them in interviews, it really helps them stand out. Plus, to be honest, a lot of our students that have landed jobs out of the cohort, they've used the cohort as an opportunity and a talking point in conversations. And I can tell you, we did a cohort workshop this year where we had like several speakers. Of those several speakers, literally all of them said the cohort gave them talking points to kind of help them get that opportunity. So I'm all for it in that regard, right? Something really cool there. But one of the aspects of the projects this year was having, not even this year because we're going to do another cohort later, but regardless of this cohort, was having like a PDF generated and sending it via like DocuSign or some tool like that, where people can sign it. And this has caused a lot of confusion for a lot of like the beginners. And so even me, I was like, I haven't really looked at the documentation, but I was using the AI assistants like, hey, can you explain this part to me here? Why are we using this API call in this fashion, et cetera? Because to be honest, their documentation for pretty much all the tools I found, they were all polar opposite, all using different conventions. I couldn't necessarily figure out why it was so different, because it was not even just slightly different. It was like vastly different. But I ended up coming up with a solution like less than 2 hours. Less than 3 hours. It was like 2.5 hours, and it worked really well. And thoughts on Microsoft TypeScript being rewritten in Go? I love it. I wrote Go for almost 3 years professionally, and so I'm a big fan of Go. But I think anything that takes something from 77 seconds worth of a build time to 7, I love you. So, and as someone who uses TypeScript every single day of their life, I love it. So it's a win.
Nice.
This is coming together.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. What I want to try and do is get the alignment of the like site. What do you want to call it? Not the subheading, but I mean, you could call it a subheading. And then with our columns here, we could use grid for this. So let's see. Instead of using flex, we'll do grid calls. We have 3, 4, 5 different items, but this needs to take up multiple columns. So let's do, I guess let's just do 12. What do you think?
I'm open.
Okay. Call start, or we want to do call span. Let's do 5. This one will be call span 2. Well, that's 13, isn't it? Let's do 4, 2, 2, and 2. How's that look? Kinda, but not really.
No.
All right, so let's see. What is with, if I remember correctly, Tailwind v4 now, we can do however many columns we want, and we don't have to use the predefined design system that they have, which is awesome. So maybe we do columns 16, and then this will span 6, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, let's do this. We could go back. Actually, we could do 12. Let's do 4. And then we have 8 left. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. And we already did call span 2. And what did that look like?
2, 2, 2. If it's 4, then it's 2, 2, 2. But 4 would equal it to half. It's not necessarily half, though.
Spin 2.
Yeah. So it can't be 4. It has to be like 5. And then, well, get ticket could probably be the smallest one at 1.
So you think you want to do like a call span 1 here and then change this
5.
to 5?
Just to see.
Okay.
That's a little bit closer.
And then let's add some gaps. So is there consistent spacing between these? I would hope I did that.
It doesn't look like it.
52. And then this is 14. This is 14. This is 52. Ah, okay.
Okay.
So let's do gap of what would be 52. I hate doing math. We'll do 14. Can we do 13? Let's do 13. Okay, but these 3 need to be in their own div. And they need to have, I think we can do flex, and we'll do space X. What did we say it was? Was it 14? Space X. Is it 4? Or is it 5? 4? 16. So 3.5. Let's do 3.5. Okay. But then we need to have this. But we can't have flex and this. Grid. So that means we have to bring
another div
in here.
When in doubt, div it out.
Div it out.
No.
Okay, hold on. So now this is taking 5, 7. 2, 4, 6. So this should be 6, right? Yeah. Okay. And then
put that on a t-shirt. I keep forgetting to check the chat. My bad, y'all. Put that on a t-shirt. Yes.
Put one on a t-shirt? Oh, the div it out?
Yeah. I didn't even know what I said. I just literally said it randomly. So somebody clip it. We'll to be honest, I was talking about this on the podcast. We need to start making some merch because people keep asking, but I don't know what the heck to put on the dang thing. But yeah.
Okay, we're getting there.
We are. Dang, YouTube is. I guess I got to start live streaming more, y'all. I've been denying y'all. To be honest, I need to do more on this YouTube channel anyway. I really neglect it. So, bro, if that's my job, I got to put that on a t-shirt. But you know, this being the internet, I know this will somehow make somebody mad. Oh, not semantic HTML? I can't believe it. Div, really? I could already see the arguments now. Maybe you could do a list of guests from the podcast on the back of a t-shirt. This has been on my mind, to be honest with you, actually. We even have the Programming Podcast website up, but I believe because one page is undone, we are not trying to show it yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To be honest, there needs to be something fixed on it too. There's something broke somewhere. So, but we do need to fix it for sure. Oh, we got a celebrity in the building. Mr. Florin Pop himself. Mr. I sold a business for $50,000
hey.
that he made at home. That's what I'm talking about. Now that he showed up, you know what that means? Our SEO for this website just increased by 10.
Can you imagine?
Bro, I mean, I'm just saying.
Woo! That's better.
Sup, guys? Florin, what we're doing, and I probably need to do a refresher of the room. What we're doing is, no, we don't make you blush, man. You're one of my brothers, man. No, so we do a tech conference here in Dallas called the Commit Your Code Conference. And it's a very different conference. I don't believe there's any other conference like it. I've never heard of anybody saying there's one that's similar. But we do a tech conference where we want tech to be accessible to all. So instead of it being a $700, $800 ticket conference, even though, to be honest, we probably could charge it and nobody would bat an eye, it's $30. And 100% of all ticket sales are donated to charity. We don't keep a penny from it. And so our goal is to redesign the entire site, because we're going to have, I believe it's like around 104 speakers and, food for multiple days and all that good stuff. So we want to get the site up so we can start getting, what do you call it? Oh, wow, this comment threw me off. Danny, tell Florian the truth. We're collecting for some lights for Braid. Oh my goodness.
Who said that? Who said that?
LC.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. But yes, no. The big goal for us is we donate 100% of all sales to charity, and so got Braid. He's gonna turn his phone light on and hide it on.
I'm trying as much as I can. Okay.
No, we donate 100% of all ticket sales to charity, and so we don't keep one penny off of it. And so we want to have us in a position by the beginning of April to put tickets on sale, because I'll be honest, so many DMs and so many comments in the Discord, man, people have already bought flights for this thing and we haven't even put conference tickets on sale yet. So I'm getting kind of nervous because of the demand, but hopefully we can kind of maintain the quality the way that it is and keep people going and happy, but I'm pretty confident we will. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so we're redesigning the entire website. The current one is still up there. So if you want to see it, you go to commityourcode.com. But this new design is very clean. And my boy Braden over here designed it. And honestly, I'm doing the live stream as a way for people to know who he is and follow him, because he genuinely deserves it.
Dang.
When are the dates? The date, it's on the screen, my brother. Dom, it's on the screen right now. When are the dates? It's on the screen. It's been there the whole stream.
Here, hold on. Let me zoom in.
Zoom in. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Wait, that actually that's better for my face too.
There you go.
Yeah,
we'll do it. Do it.
Yeah. Zoom really. Yeah, there we go.
Put a link to his social so we can follow him. I will absolutely do that.
Dude, these all have 138, 132, 110.
That is Braden on Twitter, and we just shared his YouTube, and I kept it open just for this moment. And that is his YouTube. And I, according to this, am your 57th subscriber on YouTube.
Boy.
We probably want to delete all the test streams. But
no. No. That's history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Florin Pop followed you, man.
There we go.
Well deserved.
32. I don't like doing this. I'm doing this as a test, guys. Don't get angry at me.
Actually, I do like it when y'all get angry at him. So
I've had enough flack for today. Thank you very much.
Honestly, in fairness, yeah.
You know the first thing I'm doing tomorrow? Actually, no. I do have some lights, but they are not set up right now. I've got some key lights that I don't have set up. So
I almost have half of mine to turn mine off just so you're not the only one in darkness.
Okay. Hey, do whatever you feel like you need to do. We'll do that. 8, 10, 14. Why is there so much gap?
Serious question coming in from the boss. The boss is here, man.
Ayo.
Mr. Dennis Garcia himself. Oh,
there he is. Yo, best behavior.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Dennis is one of the other admins. So if you look at the design as well, you can easily see in the My Team section. He is there. Dennis, if you are someone that joins our meetups virtually because you don't live in the Dallas area, he is running that show for us. He's controlling all the mics and the audio. And to be honest, kudos to Dennis. We're very passionate about making sure everyone has access to educational resources and our online events. Brother, he whipped out that credit card and went crazy. And so big kudos to him. He's a big reason why if you join our technical events and our workshops, it doesn't cost y'all anything. It definitely costs him something. That's a big testament to the community. So if you aren't following Dennis, that's my brother, man. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, there's no way we would have been able to do commit your code 24 without Dennis. We were
1000%
heavily leaning on him for making sure things were running smoothly. So
yeah. We got another celebrity in the building, Shruti. What is going on? If y'all aren't following Shruti, highly recommend it. If you haven't checked out the program and podcast, we did an episode with her. It was phenomenal. But she's now on the whole building in public, educating in public. Y'all have to check it out. Now I will say she's in Pacific time zone, right? So often I miss her live streams, but there's a lot of good value in there. Oh my God, Commit Your Code conference is coming. Yes, it is. We had like over 400 submissions for speakers. So we're like going through the whole accepting talks phase as of right now. We just closed the CFP for Saturday. And so from there, we will try to narrow it down. But our ultimate hope is to have this new design of the website because we're trying to stream the whole design so that way everybody can kind of be a part of it and learn. We are hoping to put tickets on sale the beginning of April. And of course, tickets for us, like we donated all to charity, but tickets start at $30. And so really good. Yeah, 400 speakers were submitted, but I think we're going to try and keep it down to like 100-ish, give or take, because even then, like that's an intense number, right? So there aren't too many conferences around that have like 100 plus. So I think that's really cool that we can kind of pull that off. Now it's just like really trying to hammer in the whole sponsor side. So the more sponsors we get, because I mean, honestly, our even our sponsorship tier is like 95% cheaper than the average tech conference, but our needs are very minimal. So as long as we can just get like food for everybody, everything else is pretty much done for at that point. So that's kind of the goal there. Yes, I love the building in public. Highly recommend it, y'all. Shruti got an amazing YouTube channel. She's all over socials. Highly recommend it. Trying to get over my fear of building in public and being destroyed. I can't handle Richard and Ryan evaluating my code live. Their code is also terrible, sir. So don't worry about it.
Are you scared people are going to comment on the lighting situation?
The lighting situation.
Never happened before. Goodness gracious.
The lighting situation. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to bounce back from. I'm not going to lie.
All right, let's address some of this line height here.
Ow.
Oh no!
I got lights, Braden.
Was that Ryan? Who was that?
No, Jeff.
Oh my goodness!
By the way, Danny, thanks for coming to my streams. I hear you about being late. Yeah, but don't worry. In April, I'll be live streaming. Oh, yes, I know why. Very nice. Very nice. That's a big one. The code can be bad. Just make sure you got those key lights.
Snug. Is snug better?
Yeah.
2.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Braden, I've not spoken poorly about you yet. I think I feel like I need to search through the history of this chat.
Who said that?
Ryan. I got to start saying their names when I say their comments. I'm not seeing it. Yeah. I'll give you all a reason. I don't need more reasons to avoid doing my job, Shruti. That's funny. Honestly, that's perfect because I'll be honest, I'm still trying to understand the whole. I'll never comprehend people that just like are on Twitch 8 hours a day. That doesn't make sense to me as far as like watching somebody. I can't rationalize it. I've tried. Like past 30 minutes is like my limit. But I'm always down to support folks for sure.
We're gonna want
Shruti, you need to come down to Texas and give a talk too. We got to figure that out. I can't cover speaker travel. That's why I didn't pressure you on that one. But maybe, hopefully next year. It's still my stretch goal if we get enough sponsors to cover. But because I hate people having to spend money. I'm really trying. Yeah, my brain stops working after 2. I completely same. You just haven't done it while vibe coding yet. To be honest, that vibe coding thing is bull, man. Well, then again, it is just talk to the LLM, right? So I will say I've tried to do like talk to actual code. That ain't it. Talk to LLM, it's fine, but I will say one problem I have, depending on the way my brain is in that moment, I have like multiple accents, unfortunately, right? So the New Yorker in me sometimes kicks in.
This is true. This is true.
Actually, yeah, Braden could attest to
This is true.
Yes. Sometimes the New Yorker in me kicks in, or sometimes the Southern in me kicks in. And so, or then sometimes the hood version of me kicks in. And so now, based on whatever ends up happening without me realizing there's certain triggers, talk to text doesn't work as well as I would like. I would love to support CYC. I mean, yeah, we'd love you to support. I don't like taking money from folks, though. I'd rather take it from companies. So, if you want to like donate tickets or something like that, perfect. I would love for you to come. That's also perfect. It's just up to you. But we don't keep 1 cent from the conference. We publish all financial data. You could still see the financial data from 2024. We published it on Dev2 and my website, so that way anyone can see it at any time. We're very big about transparency, especially because like it's the whole open source theme. Multiple accents. Yeah, that's my issue. Like if I talk to my mom on the phone, straight up New York accent comes out as thick as possible. And I don't know why. My wife always jokes about it. I promise to come support your streams one day. Shruti, you should. All of y'all should. Highly recommend it. And Ryan, I'm going to be in New York. I'm actually talking about doing possibly 2 meetups on the exact same day, because New York, unlike every other city that I travel to, has such an issue with space because everything is made in a shoebox. And so we're probably going to do 2 meetups back to back in 2 different locations, because each location has like a what do you call it? Fire code capacity. And so one venue is 150, the other venue is 128. And so we're probably going to end up doing 2 back to back within a 4-hour time frame, 2 different locations. So that way one group could be at one. If they didn't make it into the one, the other group can go to the other. Spending the day in NYC. Don't you live in NYC? Y'all are too kind. Definitely coming to NYC for both meetups. Okay, cool. Yeah, it really depends, because we know that once we announce it, it's going to go viral, especially because I have some special guests coming out with me. Some guests that people would be a little excited to see, I think.
It's me.
Is it?
Well, there's no time like the present to make an announcement.
You know what? It's Braden, y'all. His wife doesn't know about this yet, but if she's watching the stream, she just found out too, I guess.
There you go.
Let's see. Oh, Leah's in the house.
What's
That's
up,
my
Leah?
sister, y'all. What's going on, Leah? We share the same last name. Fun fact. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say who's coming. I will definitely say everyone in the chat probably knows this individual. At least one of the individuals, because if I'm not mistaken, there might be 3 special guests in total. I can say each special guest is literally flying into that city for that meetup. Are you making the site in Figma? No, we designed it in Figma. We're doing everything in Next.js. And so that's kind of why we're streaming it, so that way people can get value out of it and all the good stuff. But yeah, I got to jump on that RSVP. It's going to be, I'm partnering with New York Code and Coffee for both events. And from what I've heard, within 20-ish, well, I literally was just on a call with the team right before this live stream. And from what they told me, if they announce this event and they announce my name there, they think that it's going to be the RCPs are going to be filled within 12 hours. And so, because they have a cutoff because of the capacity of the venue, they're very nervous about it. That's why I said we'll do 2 meetups back to back, so that we can kind of roll it. And yeah, for Jeff, nobody meets in Tennessee, brother. I lived in Memphis for 20 years. We were all meeting in Memphis. Definitely less than 12 hours. Yeah. And to be honest, I didn't even realize, by the way, when I announced it, I thought like they had a venue for like 400 people. So after I announced it on social media, that is when they reached out saying, "Hey, Danny, can you please take down your post?" I was like, "What? Why?" And then they explained the venue thing. That ain't Tennessee. Memphis is Memphis. You're not wrong about that. Memphis is Memphis. I will agree with you on that. Yeah, with your name on it, book up quick. I think. I didn't think it would be as big a deal as what they've made it out to be, but maybe they're accurate. I don't know. They know their market better than me, right? So, Mia culpa. Hey, what's the project? The project is the Commit Your Code website. So we do a tech conference here in Dallas, Texas. We lead a meetup group here called Dallas Software Developers Group, but we do all of our events in person in Dallas, but we also do it virtually, where if no matter where you're located, you can get technical value out of our meetups. We do them twice a month, every month, just because of how much value come out of them. And one thing that we did last year was a tech conference the same week as AWS reInvent. We trended globally for it, but with us, our goal, like the average tech conference you go to is like $700-800. For us, we don't really have an incentive to make money off of this thing, right? We sell our tickets at $30 for 2 days, and really it's 3 days, but 2 days, and 100% of all ticket sales are donated to charity. With that $30, your food is covered for both days. You get to go to the after parties, all the good stuff. But, and this is the big thing, the only difference between a $30 ticket and a $100 ticket is how much you want to give to charity. That's literally what it comes down to. There's no difference in experience. No one will be demeaned or shined as like you have a less than ticket. Everybody in the room is on an exact same equal playing field, and they all belong in there. And so for us, we're doing the conference again. We're going to have a little over 100 speakers. And we decided to make the entire conference in September. And so we're remaking the website in Next.js, and we're just kind of streaming the whole process. And hopefully by the first week of April, if everything goes to plan, we will be able to put tickets on sale so that way people can come out and buy their tickets, because everybody's asking already. People are already buying flights, which is kind of scaring the hell out of me. And yeah, that's what I'm here for, Devon. We're going back and forth, and after he finally commits this, I can start contributing. But really, I'm the entertainment while he codes, and really, I guess I'm like the podcast in his ear that's just running his mouth to provide the noise while he is doing this.
I see. This is news to me.
Is it though?
Nah.
Is it?
Well, maybe. No, it's fine.
Have you tried converting the Figma? We did, funnily enough, and I did it as an experiment because I was very curious. Because this design is kind of complex, and
I'm very interested to see how you say this.
it was less than ideal. But I am a very big fan of V0. I've been using it a lot. We're actually doing some experimentation at work with a couple things. But again, because at work, we're really, really heavily invested in AI in general. And especially because of the partners and orgs that we're working with, and we're building tools for them. So, yeah. Let's see.
What theme am I using?
Yeah, which one is that?
Well,
it's not VS Code, it's Cursor.
Yeah, but it's a VS Code extension.
Oh, nice. Yeah, if you go to his website, by the way, Braden has like one of the most stylish websites is, in my opinion, and he's constantly updating it because he can't sit still. But
I don't think I have this here. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I can just check.
yeah, Shruti, I use V0 for my app during my live stream. It's not ideal. It does help to get a lot of things faster. I definitely agree with that, but I think it really comes down to I've found very, very good results when I go component by component instead of flow by flow or this view versus this view. And like to give you an idea, we do a lot of business with Stripe and we build a lot of solutions with Stripe Connect and things like that. And so as I was building some Stripe Connect testing and gave it like some sample websites, man, it flourished with that. It was really, really good actually.
I'm using the Pace theme. This has been one of my favorites. I've had it for maybe a year.
Interesting.
Maybe a little
my
more.
theme is the Code Stacker theme because number one, he's my boy, but number two, I really do like it a lot, and I've been using it for years, just as a way to shout him out too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely agree. This is what makes me love Cloud Sonnet Code. Yeah, Claude is my. It wasn't originally one of my favorite LLMs, but it's definitely like my go-to. 3.7 has been pretty on point with most of my requirements and needs. Anytime I utilize it, I've definitely become a fan of it. What is this? Braden's website is on brand dark.
There's no way.
I swear, fool.
Yeah.
Braden's websites are gorgeous. That's right. Bring that back. Bring more comments like that.
Light theme, guys. It's light theme, so you don't have to worry
complicated
about
designs are hard to replicate. I definitely agree. I think that's part of the reason why this design was tough because it's gorgeous and you could definitely see like the fading and stuff like that. That's very intricate. That's really, really difficult for like a basic LLM usability thing to kind of implement. Let's see. Gotta go night, y'all. Good night, Dom. Thanks for hanging out. Gotta go for dinner. Thanks for hanging out, Shruti. Appreciate it. Have a great night, Walter. Night. To be honest, we're gonna be calling it soon-ish too. So, but we want to get a little further, I think. Yeah, especially on the East Coast, it's definitely late, y'all.
These are all medium too. Whoops.
Till next time, yes, sir. To be honest, man, we've had a lot of activity on this one.
Yeah, this has been great.
We need to stream way more, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest, my YouTube channel, I've neglected it because I've only been focused on the podcast, and so every moment I'm like thinking of that one, and I need to switch that priority up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, but no, this has been fun. Again, our goal for tonight was just to see how much like structure and kind of the markup we can get down and start doing some basic styling. Then next time maybe we'll focus on breaking these out into components as needed and doing things like this SVG like commit timeline graphic and our photo gallery and things like that. So good
historic
stuff.
Stream, the roast of Braden. So historic that it got lost in the darkness. Oh my goodness!
What? Who started this? Can you go back? Can you find out who started this? Let's ban them.
I'm curious. I don't remember where it started.
Who was it?
Oh, wait.
Who was it?
No. Actually, it was Richard. He was the first one.
It was Richard? Oh,
it was Richard. I thought I was about to say it was this Janet first, but actually it was Richard. He started the whole negativity train.
He's banned. I'm just being honest.
Oh my goodness, me runs away fast and far.
That's funny.
I didn't even realize. You can't ban Richard. Illegal. That's my sister, so we got to follow. That's hilarious, though. I didn't even realize Richard was the one that started it. Go figure. Such a bad influence, Richard.
Yeah. Geist. We want Geist.
What is this? I missed some comment somewhere. My son is 12 and he does a lot of Next.js and TypeScript. So I think that's cool. Mike Chen enters the chat with his band hammer. Yeah.
There you go. I don't make the rules.
But I bring Hatsune Miku. I don't know what that is, brother. I don't have. When it comes to like anime and stuff like that, I've realized a lot of my friends are really, really into that. Before tech, I don't think I could have ever imagined I'd be surrounded by people like that. But when they start talking about it, I zone out, dude. I don't know what anybody's talking about at that point. That's just over my head. Jeff, brother, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, Jeff. I'm snitching. She gonna get both of y'all. She gonna get you, and she gonna get Ryan. Isn't the blue character jacket I wear at every conference? I don't know. Let me Google this, I guess. Hatsune Miku. Okay. I say it at the top of her head all the time. Oh my God. All y'all getting canceled. All of y'all. I like the point. Oh, I see the gradient now coming through. Let's go.
We're getting there. Something.
My proudest moment was introducing Hatsune Miku to Danny Thompson. That's the proudest moment? Think we need to change up some priorities, man.
Ooh.
Let's see.
We could use subgrid instead of this.
Do you think that's the solution? I may mess with it after this, after you commit it, just so I can see and see if there's some way I can toggle it a bit. I don't know if subgrid is even the solution for it. I feel like there's a better solution that we're not seeing.
14. We just don't have gap.
Oh, this is fair, Jeff, because I remember seeing that and I could not understand why everybody was talking about it. And when I finally saw Richard's thing, I was like, okay, that's up there. Yeah, I still remember I was so confused for like 2 days and I finally saw Richard's post. Is this being recorded? To be honest, it's on YouTube. Live streams stay up there. I'm not going to take it down. So yeah, this will be up there. Yeah, I don't know if we're like going to take it down and like re-edit it or something like that. It's probably just going to stay up there the way that it is. It's crazy because this live stream is telling me that over 1,000 people are in here. I know that's definitely not the case, but I'm guessing with Twitter, when someone joins the live stream, even if they don't engage meaningfully or something, it still holds them there for the entirety of the time. Because on Twitter, it shows there's like 1,000 views. I guess that's what that is. Because if I look at YouTube, yeah, like right now, YouTube is 20 people, right? Braden's going to copyright claim it so nobody carries over the darkness.
Hey. I mean, that's not
it's not a terrible idea.
Bad idea.
It's an idea. Bad,
good.
good.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
We solemnly swear we're up to no good. I can see that. I think Twitter even counts the views as people scroll past the tweet about your. Well, I don't think so because like the views on my tweet itself, it's higher than the views that is showing on the stream. So I'm thinking like they gotta like click it to hear something in order for it to like connect. But I'm thinking once they click it to hear, it automatically adds it as a viewer and it never deducts it, which I think is weird. But you know.
Yeah, the Twitter stream is definitely skewing it up. When I've done some streams in the past, it's definitely like.
Actually, it's Twitter. Only thing getting called X around here is a variable. If the
100.
video plays for a certain amount of time, it counts. But I don't know what the new setting is anymore. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about it. To be honest, I've only streamed here once before, but I didn't really pay attention to this. And I never even realized that at the top of the screen, oh, it breaks down the live viewers by number. Yeah, so on Twitter, it's showing me 995 people right now. There's no way. Nice math joke. Yeah, math is my thing, man. All right. Yeah, I'll mess with it after this and just see. I have a feeling we're not approaching this correctly. Like there's a grid thing that we can be doing that's going to push it over, and I think we're doing it incorrectly.
The issue.
It's possible that people pulled it up while still sitting at ATO. For sure.
How is that 3?
Oh, maybe. Jeff, maybe.
That can't be. Unless. Let's get rid of this. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better. That's why. Okay, so this needs to be like 2. This needs to be 6. And then this one needs to be justify self end. Yeah.
Yep.
And then is this a good? I think that's good gap.
Yeah.
When we build the button component, we'll make it a little bit. Obviously, this button is not up to spec with this beautiful button in Figma.
Yeah.
But it's good enough for now, probably.
Yeah. To Richard's comment and Jeff's comment, I DM'd Roxy the screenshots, so I'm letting y'all know she knows. She might be asleep right now because she gets up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Just throwing that out there for her.
Yikes!
So in the morning, you'll get a strongly worded response, I'm sure. All right. I think this is a good place to stop. It's 10 p.m.
All right. I want to do one last thing.
Go
So we're going to space Y. Let's do something absolutely wild. We're going to do 64 and just give a little bit of space between these.
Nice.
This one will need to come up, but this div, how big is this div right now? It shouldn't be that big. Yeah, so we'll push this up. We'll add our photo gallery, and we can go from there. But this isn't too bad for.
No, I like it. Yeah.
We still need to add the fonts. I was hoping maybe we could do that tonight, but
you can always do that. Let me ask you this: when do you think you want to do this next stream? This weekend?
We might be able to do something this week. Yeah. I have to prep for something happening next week. And then I'm going to Epic Web Conf. But we can see how the week goes.
Yeah. We'll play it by ear and we'll go from there. Y'all, it's been real. It's been fun. We will see you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Guys. Follow Bray.